morning and welcome to Football League World TV. I hope everyone's recovered after yesterday's madness on January transfer deadline day. It was certainly a busy shift for all of us here at Football League World. It's time for the League One Fan Awards. We're going to be running through 6 nominees from League One in January. This morning we saw Chris Willock announce the Championship Football League World Fans Player of the Month Award for January. We're now going to run through League One. My name is Sam Rourke, the Chief Editor of footballleagueworld.co.uk, and I'm joined by my colleague Marcus Ali to run through these 6 nominees. Marcus, how are you getting on, mate?
Yeah, really well, thanks, Sam. A very busy January, both on and off the pitch in League One, and plenty of individuals that have put forward a great case to win Player of the Month.
Yeah, absolutely. So to cast your vote on the League One Fan Player of the Award month for January, please do head to footballleagueworld.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. The vote closes at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so make sure to get your vote in today to make it count ahead of tomorrow's deadline. Let's get straight into it then. So the first nominee on the list in the League One Fan Awards for January is Cambridge United goalkeeper Dimitar Mitrov. He recorded 3 clean sheets during the month and made 18 saves. The 25-year-old Bulgarian keeper's really impressing in Mark Bonner's side as they went unbeaten in January. A really, really impressive month for the U's in Hull. And Mitrov was a large part of that. Marcus, do you think he's worthy of a place on this list then?
Definitely, yeah. He set his standards really high. Of course, in the famous win for Cambridge at Newcastle in the FA Cup, keeping a clean sheet in a man of the match display. But he's really been able to back that up in League One. Cambridge United played 7 games in January, and Mitrov didn't let more than 1 goal in any of those matches. One performance that really stands out for me is the 1-0 win away at Lincoln City. The Imps were peppering the goal at times, and Mitrov made a couple of outstanding reflex saves from close range. When you look at the amount of points that a good goalkeeping performance can sometimes earn a club, it was definitely the case in that win at Sincil Bank. So yeah, fully justified of his place in this list. He stands out of having really soft hands. It must give the back line playing in front of him such confidence. Some of these shots really well struck, but he's not a keeper who's been pushing them out and into dangerous areas. He looked very, very assured, as you mentioned, 18 saves, and a real platform for him to build on as Cambridge look to secure a top half finish in the coming months.
Yeah, certainly a key part of what Mark Bonner's got going on at Cambridge United. Well, if you think Dimitar Mitrov is worthy of a vote in the League One Fan Awards, head over to footballleagueworld.co.uk/fan-awards. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just click the link in the description to cast your vote. Our second nominee on the list for the Football League World Fan Awards for League One in January is Bolton Wanderers goalkeeper James Trafford. He's conceded 0 goals during January since replacing Joel Dixon in between the sticks for Ian Everett's side. He also recorded an assist as Bolton Wanderers thrashed Sunderland 6-0 the other week. He's really impressing. Only 19 on loan from Manchester City. Marcus, have you been impressed with Trafford's recent performances?
Yeah, definitely. Ian Everett definitely demands a lot of his goalkeeper sort of distribution and how they can contribute in possession. The assist was a little bit wind assisted, but I'm sure we'll be looking to link up with Dion Charles a bit more in the future. He's looked really assured. He's so impressive for 19. He hasn't had too many spectacular saves to make, but he's had to keep those concentration levels extremely high. And when called upon, he's looked very calm and collected. His contract is up at Manchester City in the summer, so I'm sure potentially Bolton would be sort of enthusiastic about any kind of permanent signing. But no, it's been an outstanding start. No goals conceded is a great platform to build on. I think Bolton switching to a back 3 has kind of helped him as well. They've been a little bit less stretched in transition. That's been something that's definitely helped him. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be sort of keeping that number 1 spot over Joel Dixon in the second half of the season. And his footballing education at Manchester City clearly puts him in a good position to adjust to the methods that Ian Everett's trying to get across. So it looks like a really good fit for a loan spell, and he's made a superb start.
Absolutely, he definitely has. Bolton Wanderers fans, if you think James Trafford is worthy of a vote in the League One Fan Awards, head over to footballleagueone.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. Let's move on to the defenders on the list for the League One Fan Awards for January. Jack Grimmer of Wycombe Wanderers makes the cut on our particular shortlist. 3 clean sheets and 2 goals in January for Gareth Ainsworth's side. He's been a dependable figure at right back over the last few months for Wycombe Wanderers, and also contributing in an attacking sense with them aforementioned 2 goals as well. Marcus, does Grimmer deserve a place for you on this list then?
He certainly does, yeah. One of the unsung heroes of Wycombe's fairy tale in recent years. Doesn't usually stand out as maybe a more modern attacking fullback, more a player that can really keep that right side of the defensive 4 quiet for an entire game. But 2 goals can show that he can contribute going forward. The one at Bolton in a 2-0 win was hugely eye-catching, kind of gets it on the corner of the area, cuts in onto his weaker left foot and curls it into the far top corner, reminiscent of a recent Tom Lawrence goal for Derby. So it does show that he's got that ability. And yeah, his dependability and consistency has to be celebrated. He's been such a good servant to the club and Gareth Ainsworth in recent years. And I'm sure he'll be a key figure in the dressing room and out on the pitch as Wycombe look to continue to hopefully throw their names back into the automatic promotion conversation, but just to sustain a place in the top 6 in the short term.
Wycombe Wanderers fans, if you think Jack Grimmer is worthy of winning the League One Fan Awards for Football League World in January, head over to footballleagueworld.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. Right, we've got a few more nominees for you next. Our next nominee is another defender. It's MK Dons centre-back Harry Darling. The 22-year-old has recorded 3 clean sheets for Liam Manning's side this season. He was subject to a lot of speculation in the January transfer window. Russell Martin, Swansea City, notably, were kind of weighing up a move for Harry Darling, given his current ability and his potential to grow. But he's remained at Stadium MK past the January transfer window, which I'm sure many Dons fans will be pleased to see. He's had another good month. He's had a good season in general, Harry Darling has. Marcus, what have you made of Harry Darling's season and January in particular?
He's a really exciting player at just 22 years old. Of course, MK only conceded 1 goal in 4 league matches in January, and Darling's been a key part of that for me. With or without MK Dons, he's going to be playing in the Championship very soon. He's one of the most technically gifted, if not the most technically gifted central defender in League One. Just looking into some of the stats, and one match in particular, MK's 1-1 draw at Accrington Stanley, I believe possibly their only league match that they didn't win in January. Darling completed 14 out of 15 attempted passes into the final third. So 14 out of 15 came off. And having looked at all of them, the one that didn't come off was the classic kind of League One kickoff where you just knock it back to a centre-back and he launches it up the pitch. So that was, apart from one of the unsuccessful passes being in sort of the first 10 seconds of the match, he's managed 14 out of 14 progressive passes into the final third. And just how that can contribute to MK going forward and getting them up the pitch is huge, and definitely something that I'm sure will be turning heads in higher places. And it does seem like possibly a really good fit for Russell Martin Swansea if MK don't achieve promotion this season. But no, a really exciting player, and he was able to really show some substance for that in January, and what was a superb month for MK Dons. And Darling's going to be a key player in leading their promotion bid.
Yeah, I mean, a lot when you talk about MK Dons, a lot's often made of the attacking prowess they've got, the likes of Scott Twine, Mo Isa, etc. But Harry Darling does provide a real foundation at the back to kind of initiate attacks. There we go. Harry Darling makes our list for the League One Fan Awards for January. If you think Darling is worthy of a vote, head over to footballleagueworld.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. Right, we've got 2 more selections next. We've got another defender on the list, and that's Burton Albion defender John Brayford. He's enjoyed a productive January, 2 goals and 1 assist. Considering he predominantly operates from a centre-back position, that's a pretty decent return there for John Brayford. Obviously, a veteran of the EFL, 34 years old now. But he's still operating at a pretty high level for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank's side. Marcus, do you think John Brayford's worthy of a nomination here?
Yeah, without a doubt. He's not a player that's going to be probably nominated in these sort of lists very regularly, but for his consistency and what he brings week in, week out, I mean, he's got to be celebrated. All 3 of his goal contributions have come from set pieces for Burton, but Brayford does really set the tone in what is a really difficult to play against Burton Albion side. The 1 assist, I think, was a shot that he scuffed and it's fallen into his teammate's path, but you got to take those. And of course, chipping in with 2 goals, he'll be delighted with that at the age of 34. And has matured into quite a good League One centre-back, having, of course, played as a full-back for the majority of his career. So, yeah, Brayford kind of typifies the spirit of Burton Albion and the way they like to play. Under Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, I'm sure there aren't many clubs in League One that look forward to a trip to the Pirelli Stadium, looking at the potential sort of aerial bombardment you're going to face when you do travel there. So yeah, John Brayford, a huge player for Burton, well over 200 games for the club now, and fully deserving of a place in this list after capping an excellent month of January.
Yeah, absolutely. Brewers fans, if you think John Brayford's worthy of a vote in the League One Fan Awards, head over to footballleagueone.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. Right, we've got one more nominee coming up next. The next and final person on our League One nomination list is Wigan Athletic forward Will Keane. He's enjoyed a fruitful season in general, but in particular a really strong January. 4 goals and 14 shots as well. It's been a good month for Will Keane and Liam Richardson's Wigan Athletic in general. They've gone unbeaten during the month of January and look well on course to launch an automatic promotion push this season. Do you think the 4 goals of Will Keane, Marcus, is worthy of a place on this list?
Certainly, yeah. 4 poachers finishes in the end as well for a versatile forward that's played sort of anywhere across an attacking trio in his career. To at 29 now have the experience to be hanging around the sort of in between the 6-yard box and the penalty spot, which all of these 4 goals in January came from. One was just inside the 6-yard box. It is a credit to the improvement that he's made in recent years. It's so good to see him settle down at Wigan now in his late 20s. He endured some really tricky loan spells away from Man United in the sort of earlier knock-ins of his career. And having been a key player for the Latics in just surviving in League One last season, it is nice to see him being as crucial of a player and performing even better, building on that experience as they gun for automatic promotion this season. So yeah, Will Keane's possibly a shoe-in for one of the spots in a League One team of the season at the moment. If he can keep it going and acting as such an important goal scorer for Wigan, I think he's really stepped up his level since Charlie Wyke's absence. So yeah, it was an excellent month of January, helping the sort of the winning machine that we're seeing at Wigan at the moment. And yeah, I'm sure, yeah, Keane should be a popular name on this list.
Yeah, definitely seems to be enjoying his football at Wigan Athletic this term in particular. Well, there we go. These are the 6 nominees for the January Fan Awards in League One. I'll just quickly go over them once more for you. Dimitar Mitrov, the Cambridge United goalkeeper, is on the list. James Trafford, goalkeeper at Bolton Wanderers. Jack Grimmer of Wycombe Wanderers. Harry Darling of MK Dons. John Brayford of Burton Albion. And Will Keane of Wigan Athletic. As I've already mentioned many times on this live stream, head over to footballleagueworld.co.uk/fan-awards to cast your vote. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, go down to the description and click the link in the description to cast your vote. Just a reminder, this vote does close at 9 a.m. tomorrow, so make sure to cast your votes before that deadline to make your vote count. Well, that's it from myself and Marcus on this League One Fan Award show this morning. Also, congratulations, as I've already said, to Chris Willock, who's won the Football League World Championship Fan Awards award for January this morning. We've got 2 more shows Coming up for you today on Football League World TV at 2 o'clock, we've got a debate with George Douglas. He's going to be grading each of the Championship clubs' January transfer window. And then at 4 o'clock, we've got the EFL midweek preview with Alfie Burns and Ben Wignall. They're going to be running through some of the games that are going to be played tonight and tomorrow. But from myself and Marcus, we shall see you soon.